Everybody, it's another beautiful day. Good morning to everybody. It's another beautiful day, even though it's a lot of rain. It's interesting that it was a lot of rain this morning. Even umbrella was not really helping us. But when you look at the shoes, the minyanim are big. It's still packed. Everybody still comes on time. This is called the Jew. Nothing stops a Jew. Not rain, not storm, not tornadoes. This is the power of a Jewish nation. I remember years ago, about 15 years ago, there was a big blackout in New York. The whole New York was big blackout. In the middle of the summer, hot, very hot. ACs were not working. There were no lights. So I figured to myself, listen, I know in the shul there are not going to be lights. There are not going to be any air conditioners working. But there are people will be coming saying Kaddish. We definitely need a minyan. Who wants to come in such a hot weather? So I'm sure many of you remember we're davening outside, right in front of the shul. At least we get some light, sunlight. There was more than a regular minyan. It was more than a regular minyan. This is the power of Jew. Blackout doesn't stop us. The rain, snow, tornado. Why? Because this is in our genes. It's inherited to us from Avraham Avinu. Nothing stopped Avram. Avram was very strong. When Avram had a choice to bow down to Avodah Zarah or to be thrown into the burning fire. So what did he choose? He said, I'm going to still serve God. I'm not going to serve Avodah Zarah. You could throw me into the burning fire, but I'm still serving God. I'm not going to be serving Avodah Zarah. Hashem told to Avram, you're going to have to make a Brit Milah. And he's the first one in the planet Earth that'll be having Brit Milah. He doesn't even know the results, what the result's going to be of Brit Milah. He's the first one. In the age of 99, that didn't stop him. He still went for it. So all the sacrifice that we do, it's all passed down to us from our ancestors. And many of us come from families of our grandparents in Samarkand, in Bukhara, in Tashkent. They also sacrificed themselves. They knew they might get killed for just even making Kiddush, Borei Pri HaGefen. They still risk their life because they knew this is important. Nothing stops a Jew. It's like I was going on a train, and I like to go, usually I have my book next to me. I feel comfortable learning from a book than learning from a phone. When you hold the book, you feel it. So a guy sitting next to me goes like, I'm watching you for past 40 minutes. You're not getting your eyes off the book. Like, what's interesting in there? So I couldn't explain. I make bills like I don't hear. You're not gonna explain to Goy, what are you learning? So the guy said, okay, can you just tell me what's a Jew? What's a Jew? I heard the Jewish people, they run the economy. I heard the Jew, they run the world. The Congress is involved by the Jewish people. You guys even run the weather. We changed. I said we even run the weather. We changed from Barcheinu, Barech Aleinu, Moritatam, Mashiva Ruach. So the guy tells me, it seems like a very intelligent guy sitting next to me, tells me, just tell me in a few words, what's a Jew? I said, Jew means it's unstoppable. Nothing stops us. We keep on going and going and going. Hitler tried to destroy us, to kill us. He thought he's going to stop the Judaism. Hitler said, what Paro, he knew the history very well, Hitler. He said, what Paro couldn't do, what Haman couldn't do, what Achashverosh couldn't do, what Spain acquisition in 15th century couldn't do, what France couldn't do, I'm going to do, Hitler said. I'm going to wipe off all the Jews. I'm going to stop the Judaism. And all the Torah also. Guess what? He didn't stop us. He will stop. He's finished. The Hitler's finished. But we still go on. The Torah still goes out. Because this is a Jew. Nothing stops a Jew. Not cold weather. Not hot weather. And I'll give you one more example. 3 years ago, there was a big snowstorm. The city declared, I believe it was 3 years ago, they declared, they called for emergency. The whole city was shut down, no cars, they didn't want anybody in the street. At that day, there was the Brit Milah. And there was about close to 3 feet snow. Brit Milah was called for 8 o'clock in the morning, 3 days before. We didn't expect to be such a lot of snow. When people woke up, they saw 3 feet snow, and the whole city shut down. There was still Brit Milah. It wasn't 8 o'clock in the morning, it was 11 o'clock in the morning. The Rav had to walk all the way a few miles in such a snow. It took a Rav from 108 street to get to Kigar, it took him 2 hours. Usually it's about 30 minutes walk. It's okay, it's a big school just to get. People still came, there was still Brit Milah. This is called a Jew. Nothing stops us. Hazak Baruch, everybody should have a blessing.